You guys know what a huge advocate I am for the modern Harley Davidson softail. But here I am saying, Harley Davidson, bring the Dyna back. Let me explain. Yeah, what up? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about something that we've been constantly hearing for, you could say the past 5 or 6, 7, 8 years. Harley Davidson, bring the Dyna back. If you scroll down the comments through countless videos of any softail video, you're doomed to cross through a Harley Davidson, bring the Dyna back. We just want the Dyna back. Countless Dyna comments. Now, why is that? Do people hate the modern day softail? And was the Dyna that much better of a bike? In my opinion, no. But this right here, what we're about to get into, is why I think they should bring it back and why it might be the best bike right now. The number one reason and only reason why Harley should bring back the Dyna: cost, price. When you compare your outgoing Dyna model to a modern day softail, the price, it's a big difference. And as so many customers out there at the moment right now are complaining about the high prices that Harley has on their bikes and why Harley should be offering a cheaper alternative entry-level bike or just a cheaper bike at that, all roads lead to the Dyna. Now, I'm not saying, hey, let's replace the softail with the Dyna, because like I said before, the modern day softail right now is far superior to the Dyna when it comes to power, suspension, technology, reliability, amongst a few other things. It's just a better bike all around. But there's something about the Dyna, and you know what it is there's just something about those shocks exposed in the back. Because when you look at a classic looking bike, to the rear, what do you see is those cartridges exposed. That's what it comes down to. Nobody's talking about how rigid the bike is, how good and comfortable the ride is, how powerful these bikes are, the amount of torque and horsepower. No one's talking about that, because these, like I said, these bikes are far superior to that. It comes down to the looks. The Dyna has, you kind of say, retro. I'm not gonna say classic, because classic is like old. I would say like a retro feel / classic feel to it. And I'm gonna tell you why this is also the perfect formula right now for the market. You look at what Harley has to offer at a cheaper range. It's the Nightster, their modern Sportster. Nobody wants that bike, in all honesty. It's a cool bike. It's a good bike. I think it's a good looking bike. Would I buy it personally? Me? No, I would not buy it. That bike is just missing something. I mean, I know what it is. I mean, if you look at the bike, it just looks very plastically. I feel like the bike was just changed too much. It was too much of a drastic change for the average person to look at, who was already used to looking at a Sportster, an 883 or Iron 1200, to then look at that bike and they're like, this is not the Sportster that I know. This is not what the Sportster has been looking like for years and years. It was too much of a change for the average person. And once again, I would rather have less plastic feels everywhere. But with that being said, the bike, it is a pretty good bike though. The bike runs great, offers a ton of amenities, and it's a good bike. Now, your cheapest offering is, you could say, the Nightster, right? But if that's not selling and people are constantly telling you, hey, we want the Dyna back, and the Dyna is very, very different from the softail. Very similar, but very different. Same, but not the same.
Same, but different, but still same.
Now listen up. My idea is that the Dyna should be brought back, maybe like a smaller package, a cross between a Sportster and a Dyna, and make a new bike. It doesn't have to be called a Sportster, it doesn't have to be called a Dyna, just a new bike. But if you mesh those two bikes together at a cheap offering with a classic look, I think people will bite into that more than the interest they have in, or the lack of interest they have right now in the Sportster, which before was a really good gateway to get the consumer into bigger Harley bikes. Was, I mean, a lot of people just looked at the Iron because of the price point, really cool looking bike. They got on it, they outgrew it, they went to the next bigger bike, right? I think right now we're missing that. We're missing that by a huge margin, and that's because people just don't want the nicer. They don't want it. So how cool would it be to kind of have, like, I'm not gonna say a mini Dyna because it won't be mini, but somewhat relic of that with a Sportster mixed together. Like, I think that would be the perfect opportunity. And I know that we've been seeing a lot of stuff lately about the Harley Davidson Sprint, which is supposed to be a new bike. It was rumored to be released in August, September. We are now in the last week of October and going into November, and we haven't seen it yet. So my opinion and my theory is just that that bike is just going to be released for January for the 2026 model year, because it is part of the 2026, but it was rumored that it was going to be coming out early fall. But that bike is supposed to be an entry-level $6,000 bike for the entry-level person, right? We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it's gonna look like. We don't know what type of bike it's going to be. Obviously, we know it's an entry-level bike. Obviously, we know that it's like paying homage to the old Sprint. But that's all we know so far, right? I'm very intrigued by what that bike is going to look like and what it's going to do. But if that bike isn't anything near close to what I just described, I don't know what it's going to do. People are going to be happy about the price point because obviously you think about Harley Davidson, here's an entry-level bike, $6,000, awesome, eye-opening. But I want to see what the bike looks like. I want to see what it has to offer, right? This could be a whole total discussion. I mean, I was actually going to be doing a video like that, but we'll do that next week maybe. What do you guys think? Dyna, Sportster, mix it together, make your new Dyna-esque Sportster type of modern bike. Would that be something that would be appealing to people? Do you guys think that would sell? Drop your thoughts and your comments down below. This have a comment shiny. Anyways, we have a few cool things coming. I've been posting less lately. I don't want to be posting too many videos all the time. I've been doing 1 to maybe 2 videos at a week now. Before I used to do like maybe 3 to 4. I want to do more quality stuff. More quality, less quantity. On top of that, I've just been super busy with everything else. I'm also trying to formulate my plan for 2026 and see which direction we're gonna go with for the next year and a half to come, when it comes to like a new build and new bike, obviously, and where the channel's going, right? Still doing similar stuff, but with a different bike, most likely. We haven't come down to that point yet of, hey, this is the bike, this is what we're gonna run with. Still trying to formulate everything, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff to come still. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so it'll notify you anytime I upload any type of new content. And like always, guys, let the force be with you. Ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.